'Tis the stuff of nightmares. Hey guys, it's Chris. Today I'm excited to talk about Ultimate Spider-Man Web Warriors Season 3, Episode 22, titled Nightmare on Christmas, which explores Spider-Man's insecurities and the effects of self-doubt. But before we continue today's video, I want to give a special mention to G Fuel. Now don't forget, when you use my coupon code at checkout, you'll get 20% off. And you know what the perfect gift for the holidays is? A gift of G Fuel. Now I'll put the link to their website in the description and my coupon code. Now let's get into it. Spider-Man witnesses what a world would look like without him as Nightmare takes the web-slinger on a journey through his past, present, and future. Now, let's explore the three realities shaped by Peter's insecurities, each revealing different consequences of his self-doubt and choices, from facing the enforcers to a future where he abandoned his hero role. The episode begins with Spider-Man stopping Shocker during a bank robbery on Christmas Eve. Shocker is easily defeated and webbed to a light pole, upside down. Spider-Man returns to the Triskelion and learns from Squirrel Girl that his friends have abandoned him on Christmas Eve. In anger, he heads to the roof. He is then hit with a pile of snow and he begins to fall to his death. Before the impact, he wakes up in the past. Spider-Man fights the enforcers, but they manage to retreat with the stolen Oscorp technology because Spidey ran out of web fluid. The angry crowd and J Jonah Jameson blame him. Nobody appreciates Spidey. Angel Spidey says, "Let's change all that." He refills Spider-Man's web fluid and Spidey heads out to take down the enforcers. After defeating Ox in Montana atop of a speeding semi, he targets the driver, Fancy Dan. He swings and kicks Dan out of the semi and into a web between two light poles. Fancy Dan suffered the same fate Vulture did in group therapy in The Spectacular Spider-Man, but instead of getting stuck in a web between two trees, Fancy Dan got stuck in a web between two light poles. The devil Spidey presses the gas pedal, and in a panic, Spidey drives the semi into the river. Before the impact, Spidey wakes up back in the present. Currently, Spider-Man stops Shocker during a bank robbery on Christmas Eve. But that's not enough. The angry crowd and Jameson blame him. Spidey can't win and he feels defeated. Now, we get one of the most iconic moments in a Spider-Man comic book recreated in animation form. Peter decides he is Spider-Man no more. He throws away his costume and leaves his hero role behind. This moment was first featured in The Amazing Spider-Man 1963, issue 50. The moment was later referenced in Spider-Man 2, 2004, and even in animated form, it's iconic and faithfully recreated. In the future, Peter Parker is no longer Spider-Man. He is a billionaire, genius inventor. Parker Industries. That sounds awfully familiar. He soon realizes that in this universe, the Goblin King rules and he is taking and killing his friends. The devil Spidey tries to convince Peter Parker that he's better off not being Spider-Man, but he doesn't listen. Peter Parker chooses to be Spider-Man again. After this moment, Spidey heads to confront the Goblin King in his lair. In the Goblin King's lair, the two fight with fiery intensity. The Goblin King wields Mjolnir against Spidey, but it's not enough. The web-slinger emerges victorious. Sadly, that's what Nightmare wanted. Nightmare, a villain who can induce sleep and manipulate dreams, reveals himself as the one behind the nightmares. Nightmare in this episode, or even in Marvel Comics, is very similar to Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street. He attempts to manipulate Spider-Man to becoming the world's ruler, as his insecurities have given him power. Spidey declines, and Nightmare bends reality, sending both of them to hell. In hell, Spider-Man gives Nightmare a hellish beatdown. Nightmare tries to send both of them plummeting to their deaths, but after a solid punch to Nightmare, Spidey wakes up in the snow. Nova tells him that they have Aunt May's gift and he didn't miss Christmas. The episode ends with Peter Parker on Christmas morning excited to open presents with his friends and Aunt May. Nightmare on Christmas might not be full of action, but its main themes deepen our understanding of heroism and insecurity by showing us that serious consequences follow when Peter Parker gives up his role as Spider-Man. This enhances the idea that with great power comes great responsibility. The ending amplifies that his friends and family are what truly matter and are worth fighting for, fostering feelings of gratitude and connection. Friendship and family are the most important aspects of Christmas. The episode also explores the nature of fears and nightmares. Once he realizes these nightmares are not real, he can fight back and defeat the evil villain. We can't let our fears or nightmares define who we are. Everyone has all these insecurities, including Spider-Man, but that doesn't make him any less of a hero. Nightmare on Christmas is one of the better episodes of Ultimate Spider-Man. The creative premise parodies A Christmas Carol in a fun and effective way that explores Peter's insecurities. The nostalgic animation style segments set in the past pay tribute to the 60s animated series that will be appreciated by many longtime fans. Despite the darker themes in the future segments, the episode maintains strong comedy throughout and ends on a heartfelt note. It highlights themes of friendship, teamwork, and sacrifice, which are central to Spider-Man's character. Alright guys, you've been asking for it for months and months. Next week's video will be about Jurassic World Rebirth, which will be released December 12th. So stay tuned for that next Friday. I'm Spider-ManChris, and I will see you in the next one.